Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Rider Zero Spike back again once again today, people. Today we're here for Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 15, and in this episode, very like, you know, we get the bad guys kind of won almost in this episode too. We almost saw the death of a abyssal sister, but you see that he was able to use the same move that he did for Sabimaru. So in this episode we continue the battle with the abyssal sisters, and everything's kind of going cool for a second until, you know, they sort of get the upper hand on everyone after Kudo basically gets attacked. And after that, the little sister the head sister starts to tell her, like, you know, starts to tell her about her dad and tell her stuff about, like, you know, you humans are so weak and you humans cling to family and love and all this other stuff. And they essentially just try to take out everybody there. And we said while freaking Ichinose is fighting Kamen Rider Dread. He's so far getting the upper hand real quick, but then the sister was able to turn the tides on him after she ends up using a couple of kimmies that they ended up gathering, a couple of kimmies that they had for themselves that they ended up gathering, and she turns the tide on him and she starts beating the crap out of him for a while. And I'm like, man, you got this brand new form, bro. You looking good. You're doing good, man. But then at the end, by all the sister had to do was just use a few kimmies, and she starts to get the upper hand on you. I mean, come on, dude. This is your new form. Like, you're not supposed to be getting beat up like this in the new form. But hey, I mean, he got to it in the end. They really did get to it in the end. So we see that Minato makes an appearance too. He tries to follow the abyssal sisters, but inevitably he's still getting his butt kicked. We saw the other sister was able to use 3 kimmies at once. She used a 3 kimmy transmutation and made her like uber powerful as well. And she's trying to attack Kudo and Sawa and her dad. Then that's when Minato is trying to protect them, but he ends up getting poisoned. He ends up getting poisoned by one of the Kimi powers, and we see that Ichinose tried to go help Kudo, but he turns back into his base form, transforms into his that robot rising hopper form. He tries to turn into that and go help Kudo, but he's stopped by the abyssal. So he's stopped by the sister, or stopped by Drain, and she starts like wailing on him over and over again. And that's when the head sister starts telling her that, hey, all this stuff is your fault. You know, like, all the blood that will be shed today is going to be on your hands. Your dad was a traitor. You know, you humans are weak. All the classic, like, eat bad guy, think they're better than everybody else because they don't rely on, like, love and peace and friendship and all this other stuff. So Kudo is like, you know what, like, I don't, like, you're the one that's pathetic. I feel like, you know what, she does a bit of reverse psychology on the sister and basically tells her that, hey, I feel like you're the one that wants to be around me. I feel like you're the one. The reason why you keep coming around me because you want me to be your friend, don't you? You want me to play with you and all this other stuff. And the sister's like, no, you don't. He said, no, I don't. Shut up. I like torturing you. And then, like, Kudo starts to figure out, like, you guys can feel emotions too, huh? You guys care about each other too. You guys also long for, like, family and all this other stuff. Because we did see that while Drain was fighting Ichinose, we see that she later on in the fight, after Ichinose transforms back into his regular self, we see that transforms back into X-Rex form. He starts to, like, kind of wail on her a little bit, and he starts to gain some more power. But we see that he gains more power from, like, feeling the love and support of everybody around him, and he starts to, like, really power up. And the abyssal sister, she starts to use a bunch of the Kimi cards. She starts doing the drain power up like a bunch of times. She's scanning every single card she basically has. And we also got an appearance from Spanner. He's okay. He's not dead. We know he's not dead. But your boy ain't finna go out like that. He ends up shooting the other abyssal sister, the one that transformed. He ends up shooting her and stopping her from, you know, fighting, or stop her from messing up Kudo and Sawa and her dad. And we see that Minato is basically incapacitated because his body is gone numb. He can't feel anything from the poison of the Kimmies. And we see that that's when Kurogane comes in and tries to help out a little bit, but he's too beat up from the last fight he was in with her, so he's only able to get like one shot in. So that's when Ichinose, he ends up saving everyone, and ends up using we see that the business sister, she runs towards them, and the girls are telling her that, hey, don't do that, you're already at your limit. If you keep going like that, you're gonna die and stuff. And she basically says that if I die here, I'm gonna take him out with me. So she uses all this power. She runs towards him, looking like she's about to like explode. And when she's running towards him, she ends up cloning herself and makes like 4 clones of herself. And she ends up running towards him. But that's when Ichinose uses a UFO and ends up doing the same move that he did on Sabimaru, which was controlling gravity and like ripping her out of the suit. So now that the suit has no host in it, it's basically just a bunch of pure malice just walking around, and it's getting ready to like come and get Ichinose, but he ends up destroying it. And we see that the girls are like really hurt. One of the business sisters is really hurt, and she basically says that I'm gonna send you to hell next time and stuff like that. And they end up leaving, and they take the dread driver with them. After that, we see that Ichinose has basically saved everyone. Minato gives him some words of encouragement and stuff like that. And that's when we get back to the Christmas theme of the episode, because it was all Christmassy at first. And we see that Ichinose with his mom and Kudo and Katsuki and the rest of the crews, that like the other two, Sabimaru and Homegirl, they're also there, and all just sitting around eating with each other, celebrating and stuff. And we see Katsuki dressing up in this weird freaking outfit. But then that's when we see Ichinose talking to Hopper, and he tells Hopper about, hey, what happened. He said, when X-Rex was going through my mind. Oh man, I missed a part. But we also saw after he saved everyone, they're still in the forest, and the guy from the academy is watching them from behind a tree, and also someone dressed up as the Wizard X Kimmy, which most likely it is the Wizard X Kimmy. I think the Wizard X Kimmy is actually standing there talking and stuff like that, but it shows off a bunch of other cards, like a bunch of other tins that we have yet to see. And they holding up all these cards, and actually foreshadowing that we're gonna get some more 10s. We're gonna get some more 10 Kimmy cards, and I can't wait to see the. I saw with the blue. There was like a blue and white electricity lion. Yeah, looking very forward to seeing what that does. But other than that, everybody's back at the cafe. Everybody's back at Ichinose house cafe. They're eating whatever. Everything's cool. And we see that Ichinose ends up talking to Hopper 1 and asks him, like, when I was inside of X-Rex, he read my memories, and I saw something there that I didn't remember. And he said, is it possible that me and you have been friends like before this? Even Hopper 1 sounds like he doesn't know. He also makes it sound like he doesn't know, or also does not remember that, maybe he and Ichinose were friends when Ichinose was a child, which, foreshadowing some more other stuff. But the episode ends off with a little karaoke thing, get karaoke dance, karaoke, like all that good stuff. Merry Christmas. So, but that whole thing, but Ichinose remembering something that he doesn't remember, it seems like it didn't come out of nowhere, but at the same time, it did foreshadowing something that's yet to come, because there was a lot of foreshadowing in this episode. There's a lot of foreshadowing in this episode also, especially with those other 10s. And why is Wizard X like walking around with this academy academy head? Like, why is he walking around with him? They also watched the whole fight between Ichinose and the Abyssal Sisters, so most likely they have seen. So most likely they have seen everything, and most likely they're going to send all this other information back to the head council of the academy anyway. But yeah, that whole speech with Kudo telling the Abyssal Sister, like, you just want me to play with you, don't you? You want friends and everything like that, don't you? And it actually genuinely made her mad. And we've never seen that little girl mad before, but now, hey, here's the day. But this episode was fine. I got some nitpicks. I didn't like how Ichidori. I didn't like how Ichinose. I don't like how Ichinose just like transformed back into his base form just to go and try to save them. You're in your brand new like mega strong form. You could have did anything else in that form. I mean, I understand that like the abyssal sister as Kamen Rider Dread. I know that she was on his butt, like she was not letting him go, but at the same time, it's like, why would you turn back into your base form, you know? But yeah. Other than that, this episode was fine. I like the foreshadowing. I can't wait to see like how he actually is related to anything from his past or whatever. And also, we get starting to get more and more hints about his dad. And you know, his mom is like, I wonder if you'll be here next year and stuff like that. So I am very excited to see what Ichinose's dad is like. I'm very happy to see like some like it was bad. It was a few bad decisions, man. It was a few bad decisions. You got like Ichinose shouldn't have transformed out of his main suit. He should have just out of his new suit that he just unlocked the last episode. He should have stayed in the whole freaking time. Maybe some of that bad stuff wouldn't happen. Whew. But anyway, guys, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this episode of Kamen Rider Gotchard. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you got some nitpicks out there just like I do? You know, let me know down in the comments. And with that being said, guys, make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. And remember, stay henshined.